everybody, and we are recording. I'm Lee Michelle, Christian author. I am very excited to pop on here tonight. It's Friday. Happy Friday. So I have a new setup. This is my office. Got it all cleaned up, and so I wanted to get on here and test this out today. Do you want to tag? Okay, so I'm super excited to share some things that's been going on, and I want to share some messages with you guys. Say hi, say hello, please. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday and gonna be safe tonight. I have been asked just how do you hear God's voice? So how do we hear God's voice? And the truth is everybody has the ability to hear his voice. Everybody does. It's just a matter of if we want to or choose to is the bottom line. So I'm going to share, of course, I'm always going to share some verses on here. I love Jesus, so I like to share the gospel that way. And then I always like to definitely have some tips that everybody can utilize. I really hope that this is something that everybody can enjoy when I give these videos. I definitely don't want to be in too far in one direction, only talking to certain people. That's why I come on my own page too, so I can reach a greater audience. But hey, I am trying to move to my business page. I'm going to be messaging a lot of you guys real quick throughout the next 2 months, just seeing if you guys want to join that page. On my business page, I'm going to be going over my books. My books, Fearless Noah, the children's book, and I'll explain, it's an actual family activity, and I'll explain how you do that. On my personal business page, which I'll put the link in the thread down below here after the video, so you can join me there, because I'm going to work to get to that page over the next year. I'll still be here, guys, though. I'll still be here on my personal page every now and then. Please shout out and say hi. Hi, Scott. Good to see you. And Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Hello. I love when you guys say hi. It makes it so much more fun. I'm really liking this setup because I can use my hands. Normally, I have to hold the video and it's shaky, and so this is much better. So, and on my business page, I'll be doing free workshop classes for essential oils. I'll be doing those for free. I'll be sharing about my daily devotional, and this literally, the daily devotional, they always say, oftentimes authors write books that they want to read themselves, or that they need to read themselves. So it was a book that I did need to read myself, okay? And I'm still having to read back through it to remember a lot of things that, just in trusting God's voice and learning who he is and learning how to walk with him. It's a process, and none of us are there until he takes us home to the kingdom. So it's a big learning curve for all of us. So I am going to go over some cool things tonight. I hope you guys will listen in. I'm in my PJs right now, which is awesome. My family's downstairs. I have them, they're in the basement watching a football game, so I'm just going to try to be real quick on here. But, hi, Heather. Thank you, Heather. Good to see you on here. Jesus loves you too, girlfriend. All right, so down to some work here. Now, I am going to share some gospel with y'all. So, I always do. A little bit of sprinkle of salt and light from Jesus. Okay, so here's a gospel verse for you. In the morning, let me put my glasses on. I can't see. It's a little dark out here. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly. Wait expectantly. That's how we share with God, and then that's how we sit and wait. Expectantly. We expect his grace to pour on us. And that is Psalms 5:3 NIV. I absolutely highly recommend you download Gateway Bible app and you can check out that psalm. So whenever I share these Bible verses, I think it's awesome to go into the actual chapter. So that one was Psalm 5:3, but it's always good to see the whole structure and read the whole thing to see what the author of that chapter was looking to get across. So say hi to me, say where you're from, or if you have any questions, if you want any feedback, share away. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight is on this lovely Friday night, I'm going to share with you about how to hear God's voice through this chaotic world. So how do we hear God's voice through this chaotic world? This is something that in my journey I had to do. My life was crazy. It was hectic. I was not used to a husband and 2 children, and it all came on very fast for me. We met, we got engaged, and got married. We had 2 kids, all within 5 years. Okay, so it was a whirlwind, and you know, lots of great blessings. But you know, for the most part, I was pretty much on my own most of the time up till then. So it took a lot for me to learn how to start walking with God, because I needed Him every day to just get through the chaotic world. So I'm going to share just 3 tips tonight, guys, so follow along here. I do try to keep my videos short and sweet and snappy, so that way they're not long and boring for you guys to listen to. So I hope that helps. So how do we hear God's voice in this chaotic world? I have 3 ways, okay? The number 1 way first that I discovered in my journey starting off is 1, clear the negative vibes. So there's a lot of negative energy out there, guys, and there's no reason why we need to keep filtering this all in. So cut the terrible shows you're watching. Listen, I'm one to talk. Like, this is what I did, and I share because these things can help, okay? So, like, if we are watching all this stuff on television and getting all this negative stuff off, or news stations, or I don't even watch any of that stuff anymore. I'm kind of in a bubble, in my little holy bubble, just to keep myself connected with the Lord, because it's crazy, crazy, chaotic world out there. So, clear the negative vibes. The other way to clear the negative vibes is to keep your Facebook wall, and I preach about this often, keep your Facebook wall positive. So if you see a lot of negativity and it's just draining your energy, you know, maybe take a break or friend that person or unfollow, I don't know, whatever you need to do. Just have positive, and, you know, share positive stuff too. That helps other people. It creates a domino effect. So number 2 is get your own house in order. So how are we to hear God's voice if our own houses aren't in order? Meaning, 1, there's a simpler way to explain this. I mean, if your house is really, I know, listen, the last few days, actually, seriously, to me, it takes weeks and months and years, I swear, to get this house under control. But I actually finally got my office organized. Before, it was crazy. And how are we supposed to think if our houses are so cluttered and mess and full of stuff to organize? Because in this modern age, we have so much stuff to organize. So how are we supposed to actually find time to hear God's voice if we're too busy figuring out where are the socks that we're supposed to wear? Where do the shoes go? Where's that fork that I wanted to eat my food with? You know, it's just, so it's helpful to unclutter. That'll help us hear God's voice, because we'll be able to spend more time with Him. So along with number 2, there's only 3 here tonight, folks, but along with number 2 and how to hear God's voice in this chaotic world, number 2 I'm talking about is get your house in order. And the other way to get your house in order, not just as far as organizational strategy, but another way to get your house in order is to make sure that you are right with people. So if that means that you need to forgive more, just pray and let things go, shake your sandals of some people, I don't know. I don't know what it looks like for you. It's totally different for all situations, all walks of life, but you have to talk with God to figure those parts out. So that's number 2. And number 3 is find a prayer place. This is something that recently has really helped me. God's like, you know, I think you're ready to build a little altar. So I've built a little altar in my living room. I have a cross there. I have a picture of Jesus just to identify who my God is. I burned some incense. I know, some of you guys are probably like, whoa, snap. Is she crazy? Is she losing her mind? No, actually, it's beautiful. Because I'm ready for it. Because I want to be there. I want to be there praying. If you're not ready for it, then yeah, it's going to look and appear crazy. For sure. I agree with you. So, but on a easier, milder note, you can find a prayer place in your home. Just if it's sitting on the couch, or if it's in your car, just finding a safe haven that you can go to where you can literally pray and speak to the Lord, and then you'll recognize that peaceful flow and peaceful energy that you get in that place, and then you'll be able to match it when you're outside the chaotic world. You'll be able to take yourself back to that place where you're at peace. So that's the 3. So how to hear God's voice in a chaotic world. Clear the negative vibes. Number 2 is get your house in order. And number 3 is find a prayer place. Those are 3 simple ways to start to ease into hearing God's voice. Some of you are a little bit further along in your journey with God. Awesome. So it's always good to stay connected with these 3 things anyway. We're all on this journey for a long time, learning how to walk with Him. And yeah, I think that's mainly what I wanted to get across tonight, is how to hear His voice in this crazy world. It's crazy out there, guys, and I tell you what, before I started this journey, I mean, I would probably pray to God maybe once a month. It wasn't like, I wasn't very connected. And how in the world do we expect to have a relationship with someone if we never connect with them? If we only connect with them once a month, we're probably not going to be that close with them. So God's the same way. God's no different than people. If you actually take the time daily to connect with Him, you will start to see amazing things open up in your life, and you'll start to see great blessings. And the other thing is when you start sharing things, like God says, well, in the Bible it says, when you pray to me, expect things, be expectant of them. Be expected to hear Him. Be expected for Him to answer your prayers. That's His promise. That's His promise to us. So keep those in mind. And yeah, that's about it. I'm really liking this new setup. Got hands to be able to talk. So much easier. Alright guys, I am going to log off here. I'll pop on here every now and then. Otherwise, join me on my business page at Lee Michelle Ministries on Facebook. Otherwise, I will put the link in the thread so you can follow my business page. On my business page, I'm going to be giving, we're going to be going over Fearless Noah, my children's book, how that all plays out. It's a family bonding experience. It comes in a box, and it's family experience that way. And then I'll be sharing my daily devotional on that page, as well as doing free classes about essential oils, because I love essential oils. I keep them a part of my ministry because I believe that they have many great qualities and healing potential in them. So, alright, I'm going to say hi. Oh, alright, we'll say hi, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. Take care. Happy Friday.